Welcome to my 8-part series called Think Like the Other Side, the Psychology of Real Estate. The first 4 are about seller psychology, but they're actually for buyers, and the last 4 are about buyer psychology, but actually for sellers. Because if you understand the person on the other side of the transaction, you can make much smarter decisions and negotiate a whole lot better. So let's start with something I see all the time. This is part 1 of seller psychology. Sellers aren't always rational about price. Buyers, have you ever looked at a house that's clearly overpriced and thought, what is the seller thinking? Well, let me tell you what they might actually be thinking. Here's what I've learned, that understanding the person on the other side of the transaction can completely change how you negotiate. So here's what happens with sellers. They often become emotionally anchored to a number. Maybe their neighbor's house sold for $900,000. Maybe Zillow told them that their house was worth $850,000. Or maybe they've already mentally spent the money they're expecting to walk away with. So when you write an offer $50,000 under their asking price, they don't always hear, this is what the market says your house is worth. Sometimes what they hear is, you're taking $50,000 away from me. Does that mean you should overpay? Absolutely not. But understanding why a seller is reacting the way they are can completely change how we position your offer. And that's where negotiation becomes a lot more about psychology than numbers. And here's where it gets really interesting, because sometimes a seller doesn't just disagree with your offer, they feel personally insulted by it. And that's part 2.